Two things I don't like: change and the way things are. Life lessons from Grumpy Cat. Hello, everyone. Troy Thompson here, the Angel of Freedom. And today I'm going to talk about change. And I have a daily calendar from Grumpy Cat. And so each day there's a little saying on there that has a little bubble next to Grumpy Cat's face. And so the one I saw this week was two things I don't like: change and the way things are. And I had to think about that for a quick minute. And I realized, oh, okay, he's saying he doesn't like change and he doesn't like his current situation. And I think lots of people fall into that category. They assess their lives and they say, I'm sure it'd be nice if this was different or that was different. Yet change is uncomfortable. And so it's important when I'm in this situation where I'm looking at my own situation and I have a desire to improve, desire to change something, it's important for me to remember that my brain's natural default is to protect me. And so even though I may not like my current situation, I know my current situation. So I know what it's like, and I know if I continue to do the same things, I'll most likely get the same results. And my brain will default to that protective mode of what I know because of the fear, or more just the unknown of the unknown of doing something different. And so even though that unknown could be better, the brain naturally defaults to the negative and will think, oh, that unknown, that change, doing something different, that could be a whole lot worse and it could turn out horribly. And so then I'll avoid it. I won't do it. And I'll stay in this protective mode, even though I have a desire to change. And so what's interesting is successful people doing the unknown and doing the change is not necessarily easier for them. I think sometimes there's that perception that people who are successful, especially the elites, whether that's elite athletes, elite musicians, or people who acquire elite wealth, the perception can be that it's easier for them to do those difficult things. And I think the reality is it's still hard for them. They do it anyway. And it's kind of the, which hard do I want? Do I desire to make the sacrifice today and make the change today, do the more difficult task, more difficult, whatever that is today, knowing that it will make my life easier in the future? Or do I put it off and I avoid doing it, and then eventually I have it harder later? So either way, it's hard. And so successful people, especially the elites, they know it's going to be hard either way. And so they say, okay, I'm going to do the hard thing today, and I know I'll have the great results and things will be easier in the future. And an extension of this principle that I remember from a book by Brian Tracy called Eat That Frog is doing, so I have my list of items, my list of to-dos, let's say there's 5 of them, I prioritize them. Whichever one is the one that I really don't want to do and requires the most energy and concentration for me, that's the one to do first. And so that's the frog in the concept of the Eat That Frog. And so lots of things happen from that is I get this mental momentum and mental energy of accomplishing hard things, especially when I do it first thing in the morning. So regardless of what else happens in my day, when I've started my day accomplishing something that my brain perceived to be hard, or the frog, I've eaten the frog, then I have this positive mental energy and I know, okay, I've gotten that out of the way. Now I have these other tasks to tackle, but maybe those other tasks are a little easier for me. And so this is just kind of the insight of various things that I've seen and read and experienced in my life of success is my brain's natural default is to the negative. And either way, it's hard though, or it can be hard. Either I have the pain today or I have the pain tomorrow. So is there anything in your life that you want to change, but you also don't like the way things are, and you don't like the change, and you don't like the way things are? And maybe that's financially, and so you're avoiding changing careers, asking for a raise, whatever the situation may be for you, in an effort to increase your means, increase the income. Is it avoidance of spending and evaluating the way the money is being spent and directing money or avoiding directing money towards savings and investing for your future? It could be a health related thing. It could be diet. It could be exercise. It could be a relationship. And so lessons today from Grumpy Cat: don't like change, and I don't like the way things are. Remembering that our brain's natural default is to protection, into avoidance, avoiding that difficult unknown. It is going to be hard either way. So pay the pain, pay the price today, and have it be a little easier in the future.